I made it. Hold on, I have no idea why it created a whole second one that was supposed to go up at like midnight or something. No idea what happened there. But I do know that I was editing and like no kidding, I completely just I was asleep, dude. I think totally asleep. And then Viking RC called me asking about a computer, and I'm like, oh my god, I had like 6 minutes, 7 minutes to get this set up. So anyway, here we are. I made it. Hopefully, there's no confusion. Hopefully, everybody can hear me. I just recently just threw up the little microphone thing and all that. So, all right. So, man, whoo. What's up, Charles? Marcus, what's up? Clayton, dude, when I edit, dude, I just fall asleep, dude. I'm so boring. Paul, what's up? Yeah, Brett, I literally like just woke up about 10 minutes ago. Whoo, boy. Um, Jason Clark, Ashley, Mir, John, what's up? Ashley, hope all's well with everyone. Yes, sir. Red and Eyes, what's up from Texas? Hey, Joe, what's up, everybody? What's up, Discovery? RC Mad, oi. JDRC, what's up? Guy Spencer, all right. Dude, you're running late. You're supposed to already be moved down here to Florida, dude. Supposed to already be here. So, all right. So this Saturday, sorry, my brain is still kind of messed up from the crashing of trying to edit. But regardless of all that, this Saturday I'm supposed to be in at Waco, Georgia, um, at Tallapoosa, at the RC farm. There's an event going on there, so I'm gonna be up there. I'll probably get up to Atlanta, possibly Friday evening if I get everything done here. I might leave Thursday evening to get up there so I can have Friday to just kind of hang out with the family. But I'd like to see how that works out. So I'm working on. I still have more videos of the 18 truck shootout. So I'm making a lot of progress on that. It's pretty darn amazing how that one's working out. So anyway, all right. So Al Castro, hey, what's up? Brett Gout, XRT. Yep, that's the old XRT. I messed up a set of Pro lines. I got the paddles on there. I need to just go ahead and get some more Pro lines for it. May I ask why I reload up Group 2 and 3 for members? Okay, I think I re-uploaded 3 by accident, but Group 2, some of the guys here were saying that I messed up on the judging and this and that. So what I did was I reset the trucks up back to exactly the way they were, took them back out and reran the exact tiebreaker so I could get a more clear result. So that was the reason for doing that. So I went and rerun the tiebreaker to break the tie on that one. If you notice, it's different at the very end. The whole video is the same thing except for the tiebreaker. RC Mad, show us your crawlers. Buddy, if you're watching, I'm showing you every one of my comp crawlers right now this week. All 18. Now, I got more, but, they're not comp level. Like spring now, life happens. Yep. Spring, I got you, guy. Beat the Creek and East Coast Championship. Jason Clark, yes, sir. I am planning to attend both of those. Steve Kelly, what's up? Dan Woodruff, Computer John, what's up? Evan Van Gampler, Paul King, Creep Stick would have made it through. Creep Stick. They're going to feel like negative 20 in Quebec. Man, I bet it is. Oh, Joe, Addicted, South Florida, Creep 6. Really, you have a great chunk about the content. Well, dude, thank you so much. Exumeka. Andrew, sir, turn it up, please. You're talking about more volume? I can do this number. Is that a little bit better? How do you feel about RPM? RPM's pretty good. No issue there. OG. James RC Garage. How's the weather up North Florida? We're supposed to hit the 40s 3 days in a row. I don't know. It might be somewhere in the 30s here. I'm not sure. Is this better, Andrew? Am I going to Cotton's? Yes, I am going to Cotton's. All right. Andrew, do you have your volume up? It seems everybody else has got good volume. Mir says it's good. Joe, what's up? All right, everybody, volume check in. Am I loud, soft, what? I mean, a little more. Let's look at here. There's a setting that I can adjust on it. See if I can get this to go. Well, there's a setting that I can do something. I think I might end up muting it. Is this getting better or worse? All right, is this better or worse right now? I just turned it to negative 15 decibels or something like that on the thing here. I'm kind of curious about this because I need to learn how to use this Rode microphone anyway. Looks rough, sound good. I'm going to fix the roughness soon. Soft chat we did before made it better. On Joe Girding, see. Go. All right, this is 0 right here. Oh no, yeah, max volume, really. Well, I mean, I'm not sure. Is this any better? Do I use 3D print inserts for my tires? Of course. Yes, sir. It looks rough. Just change it to 720 and it clears up. Okay. Not broken. My phone just beeped and it was loud. All right. I guess I'll keep this up here then. I'll keep that right there. How's that sound? All right. So we'll go with this right here. Now, I've got some tires. You know, the 1.9 grabber tires by Power Hobby, but now we've got 2.2 versions. All right. Now, speaking of internet, dudes, Comcast is down my road right now, or they were like, this week, putting in the fiber. I cannot wait to get some fiber optics, man. I mean, could you imagine being able to upload a 10-minute video in a minute versus, almost an hour? It's like tonight, I think I'm going to end up with like 3 or 4 videos to send to the members, upload tonight. And basically, I set them to upload and I go to sleep because it takes so long to get that. And yeah, IEQ Master, dude, how's that neck? My favorite servo below 100, man. Urban RC, it's right at the $100 mark, but look out the Three Brothers RC G13 Pro. All right, where can I get the files for the inserts? Files for inserts, you can find them on like Thingiverse. I know you can get them there. So that's a place to put them, or a place to get them. Oh man, a podcast out. When I get this new internet and all that, I'm actually thinking about getting a legit camera for this. Because instead I'm just using a cell phone turning around backwards. So I get like a legit microphone and stuff. Yeah, dude. I'll even get the little ear things over here so I look legit. Nice. Well, today the Megalithic are the same tread as the old Traxxas Summit tires. They might be similar. All right. Big Rock 6S. Yeah. Doing pretty good, actually. Good deal, dude. Man, IAQ Master, I'm going to set up a race for Sunday, even though it shows perfectly clear all the way till Sunday. So we'll have to see if that weather changes. I mean, the only thing the weathermen are good for is telling you what has already happened. They can't tell you 10 minutes from now what's going to come down. IAQ Master had to have neck surgery. Good. Bomber. Walk some Shipuchons. Good to hear. Oh, well, the phone is working pretty well. It's Joe Gritting's birthday. I must have missed that one. Happy birthday, dude. Back in a few. All right, shifts RCs. Good deal. Proline make a body for the Gorgon. I have no idea what Proline has going. No idea on that one, buddy. Convert your SCX Honcho to four-wheel steer. What do you recommend? Looking at Vidavon, but straight or portal? Computer John, that's a really good question, buddy. I've got both straights on one bouncer, portals on the other bouncer. That right there has portals on it, which I kind of want that one to be straights, honestly. The portals add 18 millimeters each side out and 18 millimeters down. Okay, so you'll have that. And when you add that width to it, you also add tire scrub. So it's more of a load on your steering servo, steering links, and stuff like that, because just you add more leverage against all of that. We're going to be getting some Vidavon wheels with a 5 millimeter narrower hub on them. They kind of narrow these things up with the portal. So depending on your budget, maybe you could go that route. Kind of have it. It'll still be wider, but not quite as wide. Maybe 10 millimeters overall, 12 millimeters per side. So that's a lot better than 18 in my opinion, at least for leverage purposes. 1/12 crawlers suck. Who makes a 1/12 crawler? After you do your RC videos, where do you walk away from and it looks you're on a talk show with that microphone? This? I typically go clean up and take a nap. Front of my neck, see-through through C6 Fusion. Holy cow, dude. Man, you can't even turn your head on that, can you? David Hiscock, what's up, buddy? Do you watch Trailmater? No, sir. I haven't watched Trailmater. Shifts RC, now repping the shifts in Exocaged. Yes, sir, Clayton. Urban RC Associate. Oh, yeah, I'm never really messed with 1/12 crawlers. I don't really think it's a thing, really. Do you still have the Rustler 4x4 VXL? No, sir, I do not have the Rustler VXL. That's been gone for a long time. I traded it off something to Sean back in the day. Power Hobby Art. What's up, buddy? Let me see. First Thursday went through the neck front. You should get negative G crawler. What I need is both, like a negative G and a G speed. I don't have any. I don't have either of those. I've got like all kinds of other things, but not those. Element makes. I don't. Yeah, I'm not. I don't need one. L5 S1 Fusion 12 years ago. Have you tried FPV on a crawler yet? Yes, I have. And I tried this years ago. I actually had a Fat Shark set of goggles and all that. And I had this thing printed for me like a little gimbal where I could actually adjust it by the radio, right? So, and I was driving, and all of a sudden I got looking at through the camera. I didn't know where I was. I ended up driving all the way out to the backyard, past the rocks, and into the woods. Luckily, I could still hear the thing spinning tires as I had to go out there and get it. Yeah, I just went all over the place. It was gone. Oh, okay. Down in Florida for a little bit. Red Knives, I haven't done anything. It's still the same as what it was. On a 6x6, should I place my softer silicone inserts in the middle? On a 6x6, what I have found, okay, is that the middle axle, set that up a little bit stiffer than the last axle, okay? Because this way the truck will turn on the two closest axles, the front and the middle, and just kind of swing the back end. That way you get a tighter turn radius. So that works for me on my 6x6. Cool, cool. Computer John. Curious on the new SCX6 Baja Pro X's and waiting for their release. Yeah, I don't have a set though. If I did, you guys would have already seen them. It's a 10.3 base camp builder's kit compatible with any SCX10 parts, or is it part? Pretty much the SCX10.3 base camp is its own vehicle. I doubt you're going to be able to swap much out. I mean, I had a 10.3, the JLU, and I swapped for another transmission using the Bauhaus RC 3-gear swap bracket. Little 3D printed wedge, basically. And that works pretty good. Oh, speaking of wedging and all that, I want to show you guys some stuff I'm working on, specifically for the VRD. I've got these pieces right here. Okay. This is a rear 650 to 850 milliamp battery mount for the VRD. Sits in the back. I think I've got these on the website. I've got some new carbon filament coming in tomorrow, so we'll be printing with those. And here, right here, I want to show you guys this. Let me see. This is the 850 one right here. You take your internal spool winch, slide that down into here. Down into there. It bolts into place. All right. You got your spool line out right there. This space here, you can either use it for your, like a receiver, something like that, or like this one says 850 in it. This one fits an 850 milliamp 3S battery. So on the front of your VRD, you can actually have a winch, an internal spool winch, and your battery right there for competition purposes. How about that? So I don't think I have this particular model on the website yet, but maybe I can get it done tonight if you guys are interested in these. So I've also got bolt kits and everything. So this right here is pretty darn nice, dude. I'm learning how to do 3D CAD and stuff like that. And it is a roller coaster of a ride. It's really awesome, yet it's also kind of a pain. But yeah, I got these right here. So these will be on the website. This particular one right here is one before. Actually, this is a real early one right here. You notice this right here, you got 1, 2, and 3. So it's 3 bolts on each side holding this in place. Pretty darn solid piece. So I've got that. This right here is just a front mount battery piece. You can bolt this on and just put your battery up front if you don't want to mess with a winch or anything like that. Simple and easy there. This is another 850 one right here. This is out of the black carbon, like a 20% carbon right here. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, see, Charles got the Charles, you got the rear battery tray, didn't you? Or did you get one of these front ones when you were here? I don't think I had these all done yet. So this one right here. Where did I connect these bands on the carbon? Now my carbon has the. Oh, speaking of that, you got to have the servo relocation on this. You got to have your servo back down. This doesn't fit the one with the servo on top. Okay. You got to say that. All right, so you got the rear one. Front mount battery plate fits. Yes, but for this to work, see this recess right here in the back? Right there? You got to have that servo relocated to the behind the axle. If not, the servo comes up in there and there's just no room for anything. I've tried. Now, there is one way I could possibly put a winch in the front, but with the servo up, but I got to replace the entire front bumper assembly. So But I got a lot of editing to get done tonight, and maybe I can get on that later. Probably, I'll probably be working on that probably 1 o'clock in the morning. Do I have a Traxxas X Max? Brett Gallup. Yes, sir. I've got 3 X Maxes and a XRT. Yeah, Brad, I got 3. In fact, that right there, you can see just a little bit of it. That's the X Max right there. There's an X Max right here, and there's an X Max below that one. So all 3 X Maxes are on that round, that stand right there. Yeah, literally, I was in my chair. I mean, I'm like, man, I'm trying to edit, and it just wasn't working for me. We're here tonight. Let me see. We got 71 of you awesome people. What I'm using for designing stuff is Tinkercad. That's I'm just simply using Tinkercad, buddy. Now I did find out that once you once you do a lot to one model, to keep from getting a possible glitch, like I've had a few of them, right? Like every 10 updates so that you do to it, modifications, cut using the blocks and this and that. Um, Export it, save it to your computer, and then import it. Okay. So long as you know all your measurements are right, and you don't have to make any adjustments on it. This way, you get a fresh STL in there, and you can work with it. It works faster that way. Anyone like the video? Any advice on 1.9 carbon fiber B blocks for a crawler? 1.9 carbon B blocks. I have a few sets of those, and they're on the vehicles that I want to be really lightweight. Now, wheels are something where typically you're going to go with a high mass on the wheel. So because that puts weight down low, I don't have them right here, but in some cases you want them to be a little bit heavy on the wheel. So using carbon wheels is just kind of one of those things that a very specific thing, put it that way. The orange Outcast 8S roller. No, I still have that one. Yeah, that was the first one right there. Tomorrow's going to be the second one. And the third one is already up. I've got the semifinals done, and I'm working on editing the finals. So I already know the winner. Eric's RC, no, sir. I kind of want to keep the little hard part. That's an insane little guy right there, man. Any advice on one nine? Yeah, sorry, you are there. Get more advanced and use on shape. So now, I haven't heard of on shape. I know of Fusion 360. Okay, Travis, 1.9 carbon fiber. Okay. I think they're normally for MOA or sporty cars. Well, yeah. What they do, Urban, is it's like in my deluxe fab MOA, they're carbon. Everything is lightweight on these things, right? But they got loaded dice, and the loaded dice actually go into the carcass of the tire. It's like you got these right here. You'd have your heavy wheel and maybe some brass here. Well, this is all super lightweight. The weights are actually like down into the tire. So, yeah, it's like ultra low center of gravity. I bought that at last year's Beat the Creek event. They just happened to be across the tent from me, the little canopy, and that thing was just calling my name. It cost me like $1,250 just to get it. And then by the time I had it tired and motors and all that, it was right at $2,000, if not maybe a little more. Benjamin, not always, buddy. Not always. Some RTRs are actually pretty darn good. Look at the RTR Vanquish stance. Nothing. There's no RTR they're going to touch it. It comes with a decent radio. I still have the stock servo in mine. I've changed the motor and all that out. I do have titanium links ordered for that. Was it hardcore RC? I've got those ordered. In fact, I got shipping information yesterday, so maybe they'll be here soon. And I opted to go with the 13-inch wheelbase because I want to make sure that the stance is different than the carbon. So completely different builds. I don't want them to be the same thing. These are 2.2s. So yeah, they're like, they don't even have the size. All they have are 2.2 CR. Yeah, they don't even have the size on the side of them. Yeah, these are a large tire. They're for like your MOAs and stuff like that. You want to hear a fart noise, or did I just make one? I like my stock 10.3 Proline 40th. I never knew they made a 2.2. Well, are these even released yet? Maybe I shouldn't have showed them. Yep, American. I got the titaniums on the way. The Axio CJ7. I think it's actually a pretty darn nice vehicle. Is it a competition vehicle? No, but it's a really nice scale driving truck. That it is. You're going to see a kit that comes with a voucher towards hobbying or castle. You're not going to see that happen, buddy. When you buy the kit or you buy the vehicle, that manufacturer wants you to stay with their brand. That's just the way it goes. Should I get my mom one? She got a CJ7 too. So like a real CJ7? Then yeah, go for it. Power Hobby Art, yes. Were those our 2.2? Yes, Power Hobby. Was I not supposed to show those yet? If I had money. I have hardcores on my G-Speed V3 and Punk's stage dive. I got you. It was her birthday. How did you say that? Battery tray mounts for the VRD. I have a rock powered plank tray. Now I've got the my servo is lowered. Okay. My servo is lowered, so this is how it just simply goes in. You see the room for the servo horn and everything right there. Okay. So that's just simply bolts right into the front. Okay, they are in production. Okay. Yeah. Let me get this right here. I can actually stick this in here and show it to you real quick. But this goes in just like that right there. Yeah. It goes in just like that. Bolts into place. And then you put your battery on top of that. Okay? And then like, yeah, this right here, it pretty much goes in the same way. You can see that right there. There's your winch and your battery mount, all that. So that's what I've been working on right there. Now, this particular piece right here bolts into the back. Like, you take this brace out that's right here, and this goes in place of that, right into there. But it's meant for like the 650 and 850 size batteries. Now, when I make these designs and print this stuff, I'm working on things that I want to have for my own vehicles and things that'll work. So that's, and when I get them done, I'm making them available to everybody else. So I'm not just going to make a bunch of different parts for a whole bunch of things that I don't have an interest in, you know? So if I like exactly what I want to get, you know, or make it, then if it works, it should be pretty good, right? TRX4, yes, you can bash all over that thing. Much love from Alaska. Woo. I don't have the front battery tray on my website. I've got to do some more printing. Probably by the end of the week, I'll have everything up there, okay? So I know I've got some new filament coming in for this right here. I'm out of the black carbon, and honestly, that's the better material that I have. So this is supposed to come in tomorrow, but I can actually get these. I've got 3 of these printed up only with 5% infill, just for picture purposes and all that, and for fitment. So I'll get these right here put up, but the battery tray right here. If you look at the top of that, you see it says Exocaged RC at yahoo.com. Send me an email, and I can go ahead and get you something printed up there. I may have enough black to do this, but I don't have much. Tango, what's up? I do not have a bomber. No, sir. Is there a site for those tires? All right, Travis. Yeah. So if you want any of this stuff like this right here that I'm showing, see, like this right here is a finished piece. You can see how this right here was just a test piece. You can see just getting clearances and all that. So yeah, I probably got, I don't know, 15 hours in this. There's a lot of parts and pieces in this thing, man. Lots of parts and pieces. So we're only 30 minutes into it. Probably going to have to let this thing go at 8 o'clock, guys, so I can get into there and get back onto what things I was doing before I ended up taking a nap. The stock motor, my X-Max burned up. What would you recommend on a new motor ESC combo? RC10. When you change any motor, you're going to have a motor mount, okay? If you are fine with the stock stuff, see if you can find a good stock motor for it. That's the easiest bolt-in thing, because any motor you're going to put in the X-Max is going to have to have a modified mount. The mount can run $80, $90, $100 just for the mount, okay? So once you get to that point, you just then you got a motor, something like a Hobbywing Max 5 G2 or the Max 6 with a 1250 in it. Then a pinion gear, you could be $500 to $600 just swapping to a bigger motor in your X-Max. Brett, do I have a TRX4? Yes, sir. I've got 3 of them. What's up, Mitchell? Now, if the motor is just, like bad bearings and nothing's actually tore up, you can rebuild it. If the windings have or the wrap on the rotor has come loose, then it may have messed up the fields. So if it messed that up, then you're probably not going to be able to rebuild it. I need a GSM 3D holder. I'm not sure what a GSM 3D holder is. Go to for value. Not the GNSS. AGSM. I'm not sure what an AGSM is. Not the G. I have no idea what an AGSM 3D holder is. Correct, Eric. Yes. Yeah, the wrap came off and bound up in the motor. You may be able to put bearings in a rotor in that, so long as you didn't mess up the fields. I'll trade a bomber for a TRX4. My EQ master. I don't need to. I don't want a bomber. I don't want anything with AR60s on it. Get a cheap X team. It's the guys who counterfeit Castle. Yeah, but I mean, even that motor, you'll still have to have a motor mount, right? That's another $90. Urban, yes, sir. Did Sam ever find out back home? Nope, Sam's gone, buddy. A GSM Sky RC tracker. You need a 3D print mount. Okay, okay. A GSM Sky RC. I don't even have a GSM Sky RC. I can, if you have a vehicle that I have and all you need is a plate or something, like I got 10.3, but if you're going to do a GSM Sky RC tracker, that's going to be something fast. I may not have what you have, though. Did I have a bad experience with AR60s? No, they're just dated. They're just so dated. The AR14 from the Rift just is better in every way. Work from the first gen. Speaking of the 6S motors, yes, they will work, but you're going to burn that off as well because you're spinning a lot faster. But yeah, they are faster and they will work for a little while. And with the 1650s, I've killed both Castle and Hobbywing 1650s on 8S. So I've messed them both up. Rift axles. Rift axles will go on a bomber, but you got to shim the rod ends a little bit. The Rift axles, the tabs are further apart for larger rod ends. But people use them on the SMTs and stuff like that as well. Mojave 4S. Is yours turning, Andrew? The one that I test drove, man, the steering was horrible. They're close to a direct bolt-on, but they are a little bit different. Also, the link ends are further out on the Rift than what the Bomber is as well. They're a little bit wider overall. Am I going to put the new portal axles on my SCX10 Pro? Yes, sir. I sure am. Yeah, see, Andrew, mine didn't. That servo saver on the servo and the lack of a servo saver at the bell crank being what it is, that's the number one reason why I do not have that vehicle. Otherwise, the vehicle is awesome, but I don't know why they couldn't fit an actual bell crank servo saver in there like everything else that size. So, the Rock Pirate chassis does me just fine. It does just fine, buddy. To me, it's a little bit on the tall side in the skid, but that helps you get over stuff. So, and I've got the older one as well, so they got newer stuff by now. What is my favorite motor if you had to live with only one type in all my cars? Okay. In all my crawlers, if I had to run one motor, okay, because we got to separate this out. It doesn't work across the crawlers to the X Maxes and all that. It will be the Fusion Pro by Hobbywing. As far as the big vehicles go, it used to be kind of a split between Castle and Hobbywing, but man, Hobbywing has made some serious improvements. And the fact that you can 12S them, probably Hobbywing there too. Better trade. Good deal. Yeah, dude, DSM, dude, that dude is a wizard at 3D stuff. He is a wizard at it, dude. And he's self-taught too. Does all that himself, man. He is really good. I was on a giant sandy grass field. Needs a servo saver tightened or removed, apparently. When am I going back to Cherokee Rock Village? Probably for the ECC. I'm assuming that's probably when I'll be back at Cherokee Rock Village. But it will be done Sunday. Hobbywing for the win. Pretty much. A Fusion 4S. Dude, I would love to see a Fusion 4S. I really would. Am I self-taught at 3D printing? Yes. I've never taken CAD classes or anything like that, so I am crash coursing myself through, but I'm figuring out a lot of it. So there's a lot of bits and pieces to make this, the angles, all that stuff, bolt spacing. So I'm on a pretty good crash course on all this stuff. There's another piece around here I wanted to show you guys. I can't find it right now. But I'm also working on thumb drives for radios and stuff like that. But yeah, they will pale in comparison to DSM. That dude is just really good. Kraken 12S trophy truck release, fifth scale, huge, seems too big. Fifth scale is big, and it's not cheap. Let me see. Well, Slash Raptor, I've killed every kind of brand out there. And if I happen to kill whatever brand A, you know, more than likely my own fault. You know, so I mean, do I say brand A is garbage because I happen to burn one of them up? No. Every brand of battery dies, all your ESCs at some point are going to burn up. They may last years, they may last months, but you got to look at the things that the conditions that you put them through. Usually, the conditions we drive our RCs in is not nice. So, just because I burn up a brand of whatever it was, I have no need to talk smack because chances are it was my own fault. The printer that I'm running right now is the Ender 3 Ender 3 KE VEKE, something like that. It is awesome. Yeah, see, Tinkercad is where I'm learning right now. What is the best servo saver for rock bouncers? You have two options. Trio has a really good servo saver for them, and the Reese has a really good servo saver. Those are your two options right there. I've yet to see anything else come close to those two brands and those servo savers. What's my favorite RC, buddy? I I don't have an answer for that one. Um, Crawlers, bashers, all that stuff. Like today, I took the old Creighton 6S out for a drive, and dude, man, I got some good footage of that thing. It's been a while since I've driven the truck like that, so I did it on 4S and 6S. I did some fast laps, and then I hit the big ramp. I did a, what did I do here? I went backwards up the big ramp, did a backwards backflip, and actually landed it. So that was pretty cool. Mouthwash. There's no mouthwash in here. Oh, there is some mouthwash in here. Ah, dang it. That's probably something I had when I was camping. Ah, dang. I don't look up there very often. But yes, I do have some mouthwash in here. Wow, I think that was from one of my camping trips or something. That was weird. I haven't looked on that shelf in a while, I guess. 16 sold right away. What is 16 sold? What 16 sold? Was it something of mine that sold? Do I have any Vidavon for the Grom? Okay, no, I don't see anything here. Okay. Oh, Kraken 16. I was about to say, man, what? Okay. I do have some Vidavon for the Grom. It's on the website, exocagedrc.com. I do have some, yes. Dude, that machete is beast mode, isn't it? I mean, that thing's beast mode, dude. They did a really good job on that one. Oh, the Kraken 12S, they only made 20 and 16 were sold instantly. I'm surprised all 20 didn't go. No, I don't use that for anything RC. Minty fresh silicone cleaner. Yeah, should be. Man, I can't wait till I get good internet, guys. Man, dude. I can't wait. Let me see if I can find it. Grom. There we go. Yeah, I've got steel axles for the Grom, front knuckles, rear hubs, and a set of suspension arms for some reason. Let me see if I can somehow post this without causing a glitch or something in my system here. Let me see. View my channel. There's my live right there. Oh, I see me now. All right, let's see if that worked. Yeah, that worked. All right, shut up. Man, I hear my voice so much, I just want to turn it off. I have not tried the 25% overdrive for the Element Ecto. Not yet. Also, XRT Max 5800 on new Traxxas Gravix belted tires. Off came the bent main line. Good deal. Yeah, I prefer to have a smaller tire on it, but I guess I need to try to get some Gravix belted tires in. Could I send you a skid plate I made? I don't want you to print it, but just would you see if it's good or just some suggestions and watch the Grom. The Grom is a little 1/18th scale truck. Urban RC, just send me some pictures of it. My email address is up there in the pinned post. When's the next waffle? I have no idea. Found the nickel size nacho cheese. You saw all the way to the end when I showed my nacho chunk? Dude, man, it was like a whole chicken nugget, man. Oh, that was the greatest thing. Was it awesome? Was it awesome? It was really strong cheesy, wasn't it? All right, cool deal, Turtle. I'll check emails and all when I get off of here. It's also on Tinkercad. I was wondering if you printed pics or just a link to it. If there's a link to it on Tinkercad, let me look at that. Send me a link to that one. Yeah, dude, it took me a couple hours to eat the chunk that I had. It was like the holy grail of chicken nuggets and like nacho cheese. It was like we legit had nacho cheese in our hand. Yeah. And it was our cheese, not nacho cheese. Man, it was awesome. It's a weird kind of cheese too, man. It's strong, but so good. I like Doritos anyway, so. So we're going to go ahead and wrap this thing up in 12 minutes so I can get back to not taking a nap. I got to get back to the computer and get all that stuff done and finish my editing. So anyone else get a balloon Dorito before? Well, they used to have the 3D burritos, 3D Doritos. Urban, it should be the pinned post at the very top. You don't see it? There should be a pinned post up there, buddy, at the very top of the thing here. If not, I'll put it back in again. Right there. Okay. Wonder what the Cool Ranch chunk will be. I have no idea what a Cool Ranch chunk would be like, man. Well, I'll be a good rock crawler for a 7-year-old without breaking the bank. 7-year-old. Man, it might be worth it to get him a TRX4 Sport. They're still about $400, but they're almost bomb-proof. So I doubt you'll be breaking anything on it, you know. Some of the other vehicles are more for the hobbyist per se. They're not quite as beefy as a TRX4. The Everest 10, man, do they still come with them plastic diff lockers in there? You have nothing but problems out of that thing. The Red Cat Ascent at $300. That's pretty beefy. I haven't messed with the Ascent or with the Sportage. It's still locked up. I think it's just the portals. I've been working on this competition series and stuff like that. So I've been working on that. Got all kinds of everything going on. All right, we got 9 minutes. 9 minutes. We're going to wrap this up so I can get on out of here. Hopefully everybody's doing well. So I kind of want to try some of this breath mint now. So for the showdown, people, you got your money on Sam, 10 out of 10. Sam did pretty well. How's it going next? So I finally got a chance to Geo's wheel bearings. Okay. Change the Geo's wheel bearings. Okay, yep. I don't know. My brother is now terrified of his car before the Red Cat one came out. So it has some kind of issue. Axle shafts maybe. Well, I really think the T-Rex 4 is bomb-proof, dude. It's possible that the Sportage does have Vidavon housings, so they might be stuck in there pretty well. The Gatekeeper RTR was $250. Just want to say hi from Wisconsin. What's up? Don't drink it. Man, now I'm not saying anything about the top 3, but I mean, I am currently working on that video, you know? So, I mean, we do have a few trucks up here. Any leaks from my next video? You're a channel member. Channel members got leaks from a day or two to a week in advance. Yeah, I'd love to get 100K out here, man. I did hit 68, though. I did hit 68. Okay, tech question. Axle swing to passenger side when being compressed means pan hard too long. No, sir, it does not mean pan hard too long. All your links have an arc of travel to them. If your chassis is here and your axle is here and your suspension is moving, look at the side travel of the axle. Get your pan hard as level as you can so there's very minimal side shift of the axle. Does that make any sense? You got to keep that pan hard level. Okay, so if you got your truck jacked up high and your pan hard looks like this, you're absolutely going to get side shift. So as far as like if the truck just sitting there like this and the axle is too far over, then yes, the pan hard is too long. But it should be centered at this point right here. Pan hard geometry is off. Pan hard, if the pan hard isn't in proper alignment with the drag link from the servo, then you'll end up with what's called bump steer. Clayton, you don't even know who's winning, buddy. I do have the semifinals uploaded, and I'm probably going to release that to channel members tonight. I wasn't sure that I wanted to do that. Photoshop RC girl's hair to your thumbnail. I could probably do that. But I am thinking about releasing hold on a second. Let me see here. Because I do have, let me see, content real quick. Let's see if I can release something to channel members right now. Yep, right here. The 6 semifinalists. I'm about to release these to channel members right now. Members only. Boom. Right here. All right. Channel members, the 6 semifinalists video is now up for you guys. Or it should be coming up here in a few seconds. Oh, man. So I did the group 3, I think, twice. So one of those got to come off, I think. Yeah, I did. 1926 on that one. Yeah, I did. So one of those got to come down. I did send an email with a skid plate. But all right, cool, Urban. Yeah, I got about 5 minutes, and I'll be able to check emails and all that. Can I run a Vanquish front axle with a low pro servo mount for rear steering? Yes, you sure can. Yes, Mark H, you sure can. Nobody knows who won yet, Turtle. Nobody, except for me. I know. I know first, second, and third. I know which two had to have a tiebreaker between them to get the position. So, yep. And with any luck, I will have that uploaded tonight. And I might go ahead and release that to channel members as well. But right now, the 6 semifinalists are up for channel members. There you go, South Florida. Thank you, Nathan. 30 more for my first tattoo. Yep, 32,000 more subs, our Claytons. Let's make it happen. You ever tried out Westdale or Wheeler products before they look cool? I haven't messed with any of his stuff yet, but I'm sure it's absolutely fantastic. I'm sure it is. But no, I haven't messed with any of his cut and shuts or any of that stuff. Email. At rest, it's centered. Chassis to kingpins, compressed 4mm push side to side. Crawl, you got all right. So at rest, it's centered. Where is rest? Is rest like this or is rest like this? The more angle, the more side shift you're going to have of the axle. It's all in the angle of the dangle. Because as we all know, the angle of the dangle is in proportionately controlled by the heat of the beat. The angle of the dangle is proportional to the heat of the beat. Is that correct? Is that how Beavis said that? Old Beavis and Butthead from the 90s. The angle of the dangle is indirectly proportional to the heat of the beat. Something like that. Vanquish metal clamp. I have no idea on that one. Try to make your own cut and shuts. It'll be a cool video. I don't really have a need for cut and shuts. To the left. Suck down winch sounds like a nasty movie. There's a place you can search for that to see if there is a movie about that. But I'm leaving that alone. Let me see here. Yep. All right. So, guys, we got about 2 minutes. I'm going to wrap this thing up and move on. I got some emails to check. Let me see here. Battery tray request. I see that one. There's Dan's right there. I bet a case of you will pass out while editing again. No, sir. I am fired up now. I am ready to stay awake. I am ready to stay awake, buddy. At least I hope. All right, so I got those 2 emails. We got less than a minute. Less than a minute. Is that the final 3? Where is the final 3? Good night. Really enjoying videos. All right, Rob, thank you very much. Paul King. Don't forget that like everyone. Yes, sir. All right, so, yep, about to wrap this up. That's it. You guys are done. All right, guys. You guys have a great one. I'm going to check these emails, get some files taken care of, and edit. If there's any part of this that's a job, it's editing. All right, guys. Catch you later. If I can find my X. Whoop. That was a birdie finger.